Everyone, Barbara here. Today we are comparing some employee management tools, one of which is Homebase and the other is Sling. So we're going to start with Homebase and we're going to focus on to start with how to create a schedule because that's the main thing that we use employee management tools for. And there's lots of different options that you can use with them or lots of different functionality that you can have with them. So we'll cover them all, but we're also going to start with talking about a schedule because that's what people usually need is they need to be able to get a schedule for their employee. So scheduling for your employees is very, very easy. And it's free with Homebase. You can use it as a free tool to have a template such as this. This is a template that came pre-populated. I didn't create it. And very easy where you just go in and you select what your shift wants to be. Let's say this is let's say a restaurant, so it's a breakfast run, and we can add a shift. Let's say we do the shift starting at, I don't know, let's do 6 a.m. 6:15 a.m. and it might go till the early afternoon. So let's do till 12 p.m. So we add that shift in and it's on there. And we've assigned that shift to myself. We could do the same for Ashkar. We can assign a shift to Ashkar. Let's see, we're going to do that one. And we're going to do cashier from 8 to 5. So very, very easy to be able to schedule. You can also have all of the different departments set up in here. So you can assign departments in and add new departments. So if you have that, you can also do your team availability. So we have it built in here when people are available. So Simonson, we're going to make them unavailable between 9 to 5 for all locations on a Sunday and add that in there. So super easy. Homebase I find is a really easy tool, very intuitive. I also like the interface. I find the contrast is great for at least for my eyes, and I can see things quite well. This is what I've put in as my availability. This is me as an employee. So this is my preferred availability. All locations I prefer to do, let's say 9 to 5, and I put that in there. So that's all in there. Homebase also has timesheet capabilities, so you can have your employees clock in, and here's our pretend employee clocking in and clocking out. Very easy to use. Nobody really likes, time tracking, but it makes it very easy. It also has a reminder for the employee to be able to clock out. Very, very handy, easy to use. Payroll is integrated into Homebase, which is really nice. So you have it going right in, fully integrated. So that's a super handy option. A lot of times, a lot of these tools, you have to actually integrate them to a tool that's outside, a paywall that's outside of the tool. This one's fully integrated in. The other thing about Homebase that's nice is that it has a lot of HR capability. So it has onboarding. It has where you can have all kinds of, now you do have to upgrade. I don't have the upgraded version, but it has lots of different functionality within HR that you can use it for. So that's very, very handy. You can also put in your benefits packages into there. So employees know what they're getting for their, let's say a 401k or health benefits, things like that. It has also good reporting. It's not super robust board or reporting, but it does have some very good reporting capability in there. And the other nice thing about Homebase is that you can use it to be able to screen your applicants that are coming in for job applications. So you could use it for that as well. So overall, Homebase is a great tool. Lots of functionality that you can use in there. The scheduling is great. The timesheets are great. So next we're going to go over to Sling. Sling is another great tool. It has just like Homebase, very easy to be able to schedule shifts in here. I'm scheduling a shift for the front desk for an employee Frankie, and I might as well throw another one in there for our Sammy, and we're going to publish those. So very, very easy to see. It says that front desk isn't on Sammy's profile, but I'm going to go ahead and override that and add those in so you can see that the shift just came up on here. Very, very easy to use. It also, me as the employee, I can narrow down to specifically to be able to see my shift. Now, one thing you could probably already see as we've seen the difference between we just looked at Homebase and now Sling is, at least for my eyes, the user interface is a little harder to see. If you look here and we go to the schedule on Homebase, I don't know, for me, it's very bright. I can see it. It's nice to see. I find Slings, I think maybe those muted colors make it a little harder to see. So that's just what I saw. Maybe the gray font, I'm not really sure, but that's one thing that at least has come to my mind. You can also, within Sling, you can attach tasks so that if you're assigning tasks to your employees, so they know when they go onto their shift, what they need to do. So you'll see here that this one says clean the coffee machine. So that's attached to their actual schedule. So it goes back into their schedule, which is really nice. So as they start their shift, they can see that. You can also use it as a messaging app. You can send individual messages, or if you have a group that or a team that is working a certain shift, you can send out a group message, really handy. You can also send out newsfeed, so information. Remember, this has a mobile capability as well. I'm on the desktop version. And you can send out messages saying closing early today or going longer or something along those lines, and everybody can get it. The reporting is very good within Sling. I would say just as comparable as Homebase. Neither one are super, super robust, but for small size businesses, it gives you the information that you need. And it in this case, we have one that we have summarized, how many hours everybody has worked. And I don't have salaries built in there, but the salaries and wages would show up here. And then, of course, just like Homebase, it has time clock. You can use it as a time clock app, and be able to track and have employees clock in and clock out. Once again, not something everybody likes to do. It doesn't have the same functionality as Homebase, where it has the reminder to tell employees to clock out, but it is a very good tool to use, and it's very handy. So that's my comparison between Homebase and Sling, which are both employee management apps that do a great job helping you track your employees. Thanks, everyone.